Welcome to the Friends and Rivals podcast.
No, I'm going to shut up now.
Let's talk Devils and Islanders. Let's talk Penguins and Rangers. But let's not talk about Flyers, because they're a bunch of fucks, which no one can deny.
Don't try it till you've had it. This is episode 85 of the Friends and Rivals podcast. I am one of your hosts, Tom Harkness. Joining me each week are
Steven Wojtowicz,
Billy and the Crickets.
Nick back from vacation.
it's the real Nick Larita.
Oh, the real Nick is here.
I get to talk more this time because I'm actually here.
More? Oh my God.
How's that gonna happen?
Is that humanly possible?
Oh.
Oh my God in heaven. Well,
And
North Carolina.
Billy's at some campground somewhere.
No, that's his front porch, Steve.
Yeah.
Well, North Carolina, how does it feel to have 50% of the Friends and Rivals hosts inside you? That's right. I am on location in Charlotte, North Carolina, just a mere hour and a half away from Nick, who won't come and see me. But that's fine. That's no problem. That's fine. You know, you had plenty of driving to do over the weekend. That's fine. Come home to a flat tire, all that good stuff, and you still won't come see me. That's fine.
Are we in?
Fine.
We're in 33% less states right now. Is that right?
Check my math. No, wait. I'm checking your math. Yes.
Yeah. Is that right? 30
Tom, relax.
I
Jesus Christ.
am. Look, I forgot all my notes. I brought the microphone though, so it doesn't sound like I'm underwater. And listen, I'm in a hotel room. I'm laying on the bed,
Propped up on
literally
6
laying in
pillows.
bed. I got a little blankie on. It's a little chilly up here. It was in the 60s today. I had a little coat on.
You're in a fucking hotel room. You're not outside. It doesn't matter how cold it is outside.
Still a little chilly. So I
There's
have
walls
a little,
around you.
I got a little blankie on. A little blankie. Just relaxing now.
Florida
Watching
people.
Watching the Raiders completely annihilate the Chiefs. What the
'Cause
hell
everybody
is going
knows
on?
Everybody knows when Tom gets to a hotel, the air conditioning goes down to 60 degrees. That's why it's cold.
Actually, it's at the sexy number of 69.
Hey, nice.
Hey-o,
Why is
hey-o.
that a sexy number? Explain.
I mean, Billy, your crickets are going to explain it to you because they're going to do it to you. All right, let's take a ride on the Metro. Sponsored by Nestle Quick. Hello, boys and girls. Do you hate the taste of regular milk and need energy? Try Nestle Quick. One sip and you can feel the energy in your muscles. Nestle Quick, now available in chocolate and strawberry.
They say the real men drink pink. Then I'm a real man for sure. But if you like the brown, I still love you for who you are. Because it's time for acceptance of everyone, all preference. We're all quick on the inside anyway. Nestle Quick, it does the trick.
Well,
It's
you know what
dropping.
is over? The preseason is
Whoa.
over. There will be no more preseason games this year. We start real NHL hockey this week. Everybody starts this week, right? Everybody?
Yes.
Okay, good.
Can I say something before we get going on the
Oh,
Metro?
Jesus Christ. Do you have to?
I absolutely hate that they're not doing the Stanley Cup champion playing on the first night.
Did they ever do that?
Yeah, the last couple of seasons, the Stanley Cup champion, they've even shown the banner raising on the national broadcast.
Yeah. I get the Colorado has the late game tomorrow, don't they?
No, it's LA and
Oh, it's LA and Vegas?
yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
I honestly would have thought Colorado would have played with the late game tomorrow. That is quite the shocker.
I
Because
feel
last
like
year-
they should be the only game that night, and the banner raising should be broadcast.
Yeah, last year it was Tampa Pittsburgh that was
Yeah.
on the national broadcast. That is a little unusual.
Yeah.
But ESPN is going to have fucking McDonough again this year. They didn't. I don't think they changed any of their broadcast team this year.
No.
ESPN.
That sucks. That
I know.
sucks.
Listen, he's a good announcer, but I just don't think he's a good hockey. Maybe this year he'll be different, right? There's total optimism for him to be good this year. Total optimism.
The Devils game on Thursday, which is ESPN Plus, has got Buchagras with Ferraro and Emily Kaplan as the reporter.
Yeah, that they're pretty good.
Yeah, he's getting to be a character of himself, in all honesty.
Are you talking bad about Bucci?
Yeah, well, he doesn't want to come on the show, so I don't have to talk nice about him.
Listen, today I gave him 4 hours worth of notice.
If he doesn't want to come on the show, I don't have to be nice to him.
4 hours worth of notice I gave him. Well, speaking of total optimism, Nick, is there optimism on the island?
I think so. We've had a nice little stretch of 4 straight wins in the preseason. I mean, it's got to mean something, right? Means
no, it absolutely means
coming?
According to Billy, it means absolutely nothing.
Ding ding.
Well,
correct.
That's possible. I mean, the Rangers Isles game on Saturday was pretty much typical Islanders win from the last few years, where outshot heavily, win 3-1. I'm hoping I don't mind that kind of outcome if we see that a lot. But yeah, we'll see how it goes. I'm a little optimistic this year. I'm hoping that it's a bounce back. I think there will be. I think in my preview, I meant I would have them kind of in the wild card spot. I don't know if we're gonna win one of the top 3 spots in the division, but we'll see. Maybe it happens. Who knows? The 23 man roster came out today. Only surprise, really, it's not really a surprise. Clutterbuck is on the IR, but he'd come off on Thursday if he's ready to go. He had some soreness after one of the games, and they shut him down. I'm guessing somewhere like a knee or something. They don't really, tell you. There's like soreness. So we'll see how that happens. If he ends up coming back on Thursday, if not, a couple of days, and hopefully he's back to norm. They say day to day. So in the meantime, with him out, Nikita Shoshnikov is the guy that is taking his current spot as one of the forwards. He's a guy we signed from the KHL. He's been playing the last 3 years in KHL. Came over here. He had a goal in preseason. They kind of like a little bit what he's doing. We'll see how it goes. I don't know if he's going to stick around or it seems like he's going to get pushed down to AHL. I don't see how he can take a spot from anybody else, since the only real changes to the forward roster is basically Nikita Shoshnikov. There's nobody else. Everyone's the same. So we already had 14 forwards last year, basically. If you include Ross Johnson and either, Kiefer Bellows or Oliver Wahlstrom, those 2 guys still kind of fighting out for their different spots. Looks like the team is kind of going to push Bellows into a bottom 3-4 role, third line, fourth line role, depending on who's injured, who's not. They like his hitting, and it's kind of like better. That's a better part of his game, I think, that he can really utilize. And he doesn't have the foot speed to really be, I feel like a 1-2, first, second line kind of guy, top 6. But hey, he could probably fill in a lot this year because we've seen the identity line the last couple of years hurt quite a bit. Clutterbuck's in and out of the lineup all the time because he's injured quite a bit. Martin the same, so he'll probably slot in there. Maybe up to the third line. We'll see how it goes. And otherwise, no real surprises. We haven't seen much of Wahlstrom yet, so he missed some time with some injury in preseason. So we'll see where he lines up too. But it feels like Wahlstrom and Ross Johnson may not play the first game. We'll see how it goes. And then on the defense side, no real surprises. Maybe to me, I thought Sebastian Aho I thought he could fit in the 7th spot, but I didn't know if he would stay there. Looks like he's going to be the guy. So the only real difference or change in the defense, like I mentioned in my preview, is that aside from Alexander Romanov coming on from trade, Sebastian Aho and Robin Sala really now the 6-7 guys, and they're probably going to split a lot of that, the 6th spot quite a bit this year, unless Robin Salo takes it over full time. But I think there's a good chance you see maybe a 60-40 split between the two of them on the 6th spot all year. But who knows? It's a new coach. Maybe he favors one guy. Maybe he switches him in and out. Maybe there's an injury. We don't know. Goaltender's nothing different. Sorokin, Varlamov, and that's it. Ready to go for the season. Oh, I forgot to mention $9.1 million, 8 years. Barzal's back, baby.
Yeah, listen, you tried to undercut us with whatever the fuck number you gave us, which
I
we
said
all
8.
thought was ridiculous. We knew the number started with 9, Nick.
I said 8. I thought 8 was the right number, but hey, 9.1 is not bad. Like I said, it's 8 plus a Ross Johnson, and he costs whatever, $1 million a year. Who cares? It's fine. The cap's going to go up eventually, and it won't really matter much. But
No,
8 years
it'll look like a good deal in 3 years.
Yeah,
and it's not like the Islanders are in cap hell right now.
Yeah.
No, there's enough guys that are going to come off the cap in subsequent years that they'll be able to start affording things. Those are the kind of things that, it doesn't look like Lou did a good job on, but he did in fixing parts of the cap problems we had with certain years that we'd be just completely screwed. Obviously, we did get screwed one year and had to trade away Devin Taves, which I'll bring up forever because that's the trade I hate the most with any trade we've made.
Only the third time this preseason you brought it up, so it's good.
Probably. But that one hurts a lot. But that's after that though. I mean, we're pretty good. We got a good looking cap for a while, even though we're at the top of the cap. We're like 2 million under. It does give us about 8 million in buying power at the end of the trade deadline in case we need it. If we're going to gear up for a run. Who knows? So we'll see how that goes.
Well, look, unlike last year where you had that 13-game road trip to start the year, 6 out of your first 9 on home ice. So I think you got to be happy with that, right?
I'm just happy that there's not COVID running through the team, and then no excuses from the whole.
The season's very young, Nick. Watch what you say.
I mean, yes, but at the same time, I feel like we're to a point right now where everyone's vaccinated in the NHL, and
I think we're past that point in sports.
And I mean, like we've all had it, and it's pretty shitty. But I think at this point, the variants hopefully will not be as that's out there now. The next one hopefully will be not as bad in terms of like 2-3 weeks. These guys are just dead.
Right.
Hopefully it's not. Hopefully it's like flu now. Hopefully, fingers crossed. And I hope that you guys get it. Your team's getting, not mine this year. That'd be much better.
My team's dealt with it enough. I don't want to hear about it.
No,
what?
The Steves really have. So
true.
Billy, out of the 9 defensemen that we had in preseason,
9?
How many are actually on the team and made the opening night roster?
Well, you mean they're only going to have 6 playing on opening night, if that's what you mean. But there are 7 defensemen that they kept on the 23-man roster. Was a surprise that. Thank you, Crickets. Thank you for. I got this, Crickets.
They didn't like your joke.
No, they hated your joke. It was stupid.
So it was a little bit of surprising because they I thought they were gonna maybe hang on to Friedman, but they had actually waived Friedman before sending Ty Smith down to Wilkes-Barre.
I thought he was Scranton.
Kind of made us think that they were gonna hold on to Ty Smith as the 7th defenseman. But as it turns out, Friedman cleared waivers. They sent him also to Scranton. So he's going to be down there, and Ty Smith is going to be down there. And the 7th guy that they actually held on to was P.O. Joseph, in a little bit of a surprise. Probably because, once I thought about it a little more, he's a lefty, and maybe if they're a little bit sick of having the odd number, or actually the even number of righties, having 4 righties on the team, if they want that lefty option, he's the lefty option. So maybe.
Does he require waivers?
No.
Okay.
Joseph will not. No.
So Joseph is hanging around as that 7th defenseman. Ruedel won the number 6 spot. And I think we'll see pairings of I still think it's going to be Letang and Dumoulin as the first pairing, and then Petrie and Pedersen as the second, and then Rutta and Ruedel on the third pairing on D. And then at the forwards, they have finalized that 13 forwards. So they've got looks like the lines are going to be projected to be Crosby with Gensel and Ricard Raquel. They played well in their last preseason game. Those preseason games are so important. 7-1 beatdown of Buffalo to set the tone for our season. Here we come. But they had a couple of goals. That line had, I think, 3 goals in that game. Then the Malkin, Rust, and Zucker line added a couple of goals in that game as well. Then it looks like the third line, probably Jeff Carter with Kasperi Kapanen and Danton Heinen. And then the fourth line likely to be Amy Poehler with Brock McGinn and Teddy Beluger. And Archibald will be the 13th man. And so they're all set. The regular suspects in goal, Tristan Jarry, and the Smith character. And who do we got? Who do we got on Thursday night?
Arizona.
What night is that? Arizona. Opening the season with Arizona.
Well, look,
Starting off with a friggin' cream puff, huh?
Well, listen, you got a
so.
couple home games, but the last week of the of October, or second to last week of October, if you want to call it that, you guys go out and take your long trip on the in the upper west. I guess it's that Canadian trip with Edmonton and Calgary, Vancouver and Seattle. I mean, you're getting rid of that really early in the season, and that, with the home game sprinkled in there, that's a good gelling trip for the team early in the year to come back and play a bunch of home games after that. So I think your schedule is set up pretty good early on for the Penguins, in my opinion.
Yeah, I agree. And like the Penguins historically have, when they've had those early season West Coast swings, they've done very well on them. We'll see. I mean, hopefully they keep that going. They do well enough usually to make you think that they're going to actually be a contender, and then they'll pull that rug right out from under you pretty quickly. But hopefully they keep that trend going and go out on the West Coast and kick some ass.
Oh, you're done? You just stopped completely abruptly. You mute your microphone.
Hopefully they go out on the West Coast and
to hide all of the crickets in the background. Well, listen, you may think that the Penguins have a cream puff for their first game. How about the Devils getting the Flyers?
not as easy as the Coyotes.
Oh, come on.
Flyers.
Come on, you
Fuck
forget
the
that.
Flyers.
Fuck the Flyers.
I mean,
the Crickets
fuck.
are yelling. Fuck the
Fuck the
Flyers.
Flyers.
Fuck the Flyers.
Even
for
the Crickets,
real,
yeah,
but
exactly.
You never know how a home opener in Philly is going to go. You know, those people are going to go to Wawa. They're going to get their hoagies. They're going to go get some water ice.
Fucking kills me every
Hoagies.
time. Every time it kills me.
A little bit of a surprise that Andreas Johansson made the roster after going on waivers last week. Now there only was a spot free because Heischer and Tice Thompson went on to IR retroactive to when their injuries happened, so they can come off at any time. But it was a little shocked that they put him on waivers and then they put him on the roster anyway. I doubt he gets in the lineup opening night. Seems pretty set. Nemec made the roster due to some salary cap implications with his signing bonus. If he didn't make the opening night roster and was called up at a later point, he would have counted it for like $4 million against the cap.
Right, because of the signing bonuses and stuff like that.
And the performance bonuses, yeah.
Count against this year's cap instead of next year's cap.
Right.
I didn't hear that either. I thought that was really interesting.
So it looks like, the Hughes line is going to be your top line. Huala is going to center the second line with Sharangovich and Brett. The top line, which has been dubbed the H2O line,
Ugh.
because it's Hughes, Holtz, and Andre Palat. H2, two guys with the last. Billy, can you unmute for a second? Thank you. That's all I wanted to hear. Just those crickets. Now I don't have to drop them in tomorrow.
But that was 2 last names and 1 first name. It doesn't even make sense.
Okay, Bill, shut the fuck up. Go back on mute. Mercer
not wrong.
Might Center.
He's not wrong.
Mercer
But
Might
wait, who
Center.
dubbed them the H2O line, by the way? Who
I don't
dubbed
know.
them that?
Somebody, one of the announcers or somebody on Twitter. Not me.
Is it
Certainly
your new
not me.
announcer so I can hate him more?
No. I don't think it was Bill Spalding. I'm sorry. American Treasure, Bill Spalding. Mercer will probably center the third line with Tatar and Wood, and then you got McLeod and Bastion. And I don't know who else, maybe Zetterland gets the shot on opening night. Siegenthaler and Hamilton top line on D, Graves and Severson, and then maybe Nemec gets the nod on opening night. Maybe they reward the kid and say, here, you'll get to experience what opening night's like. If not, it'll be Marino and Smith. And then I would bet Mackenzie Blackwood gets the call opening night against the Flyers on Thursday. 5-2 preseason. I know it doesn't mean anything, but what I saw was competent goaltending and an improved defensive system where they didn't leave guys on the crease wide open. And that's what you're really looking for during the preseason rather than wins and losses, right?
Yeah, I don't think wins and losses mean anything in the preseason. In fact, they don't. But you're looking for gelling. You're looking for how people are playing.
Some structure.
I agree with all that. Yeah, I certainly agree with that.
Power play is still a work in progress. I don't, they're still doing the, one forward, one defenseman at the point, which I'm not a big fan of. They let up a couple of shorties during the preseason, which wasn't good at all. 2 in the same game, actually, against Boston.
Ooh.
So penalty kill, power play, still work in progress. Like to see what those assistant coaches do throughout the season.
Well, across the river to the Rangers, we got some house cleaning to do first. The PTO guys, Bartowski was released. There are talks about him actually going to sign in Hartford on a minor league deal, which is, I guess, good for him. And they signed VZ to that 1-year, $750,000 contract, the veteran minimum he gets. And they also waive a couple of guys in Julian Gauthier and Tenorti. Gauthier cleared waivers. They signed him to Hartford, and Tenorti got actually claimed by the Blackhawks. I thought Tenorti had a pretty solid preseason, but he wasn't going to make the team.
Does he have a history there or with any coach there?
No, his history was in Boston. That's where the Rangers got him from. So so maybe it's just Chicago. Oh no, it's Chicago. They're trying to be the worst fucking team in the history of the NHL. And
Good
listen,
pickup.
this might help them do that.
Good pickup.
So congratulations. But if you want him that bad, we would have taken Patrick Kane for him. I mean, not a big deal. One for one. That's all I'm saying. The lines are a little adjusted from what we were talking about during the preseason because of the play of Capo Caco. It earns him the first shot on the top line with Zibanejad and Kreider, true right wing. And look, with Caco, he earned a spot. He earned the right to be there and to start the year there. And he needs to have that shoot first mentality. And he's shown in the preseason that can score goals and he's got a world-class shot. Shoot the goddamn puck every single time you get it. I don't care if you finished with the greatest Cy Young season in the history of the NHL with 30 goals and 0 assists for 30 points. Just shoot. We're good. I don't need you getting assists. I need you to shoot the puck every chance you can.
That would be crazy. That would he would only have 30 points on the season.
That would be I would be tickled pink with that. Tickled pink. So the second line here's where I have some issue. Trocheck really hasn't gelled with Panarin, and Panarin's probably the easiest person in the world to gel with playing wise. they just haven't meshed well together. And even with Kravtsov getting scratched and that game against the Islanders was a little puzzling to me, because I figured that would have been a really good opportunity for him to gel a little bit more with Panarin and Trocheck, and to really, because that line really hasn't been together all preseason other than one game. So I'm a little puzzled by why Kravtsov was scratched against the Islanders on Saturday. But to me, don't you think Trocheck kind of fits better with Lafreniere and Goudreau, and Hedl maybe fits better with Panarin and Kravtsov? I don't know. Maybe we see that during the course of the year, especially if Trocheck.
But he was brought in to be the second line center, no?
Yeah. So doesn't mean the second line has to have Panarin on it, or it doesn't mean he has to be a second line center. He's still getting his money. I don't know if he cares all that much about where he plays. At least I hope he doesn't. I hope he's a team guy and can understand that if it's not working, he needs to try something else. But it's just a little. I'm just curious on how long of the leash Gallant's going to give them as a line together. So we'll pay attention to that for sure. Blaze,
We're all going to pay attention to that.
Yeah, well, you have no choice but to. Blaze had a slow start to the preseason, then he got hurt. So he's now day to day, made the roster, of course, but the other line of Hunt, there's four guys really cycling in, and two of them are really on the cycle. It's Hunt and Vesey that are cycling on the left side with Carpenter and Reeves. So either Hunt or Vesey is going to be on that fourth line with Carpenter and Reeves. Your defense has been set since the opening puck drop of the preseason with Miller and Trouba, Lindgren and Fox and Schneider and Jones. Slipped my mind for a second. And also Libor Hayek will be your seventh defenseman, and Libor Hayek. And your two goaltenders are pretty well set. I don't know how much we talked about the Rangers finally naming a captain. Maybe we talked about it very early on, but Trouba is the captain, and they named the four alternates this year in Panarin, Goudreau, Kreider, and Zibanejad. No really big change from what happened in last year.
Well, no, it's a big change from what they did last year. Last year they had 87 alternates.
I'm talking about alternate captains. They all had letters last year, so that's not really that big of a change. Other than maybe Strome, who's not here anymore, so he can't have a letter. I don't know if he's getting a letter in Anaheim, but good luck.
The Zamboni driver got a letter last year.
Yeah, basically everybody got a letter last year. Last year's identity was their power play and good solid goaltending. They added the 5-on-5 scoring after the deadline to promote better balance. But I think at the beginning of the year, that's probably going to be their identity again, is going to be their power play and good goaltending. And maybe at the deadline, address the 5-on-5 if it's just not happening. But your power play is pretty much the same as what you saw last year. The second line, the second unit, depending on how much average ice time they get, is going to be, either Trouba or Jones at the point they've been kind of rotating in and out. But they're going with four forwards after that. They're going to go with Lafreniere at the point with Kakko, Hedl, and Kravtsov. So that kid second power play unit, really can't wait to see that and see what transpires. And it all kind of centers to me around Kravtsov and what type of year he's going to have and how well he gels. And how quick he gels with everybody. Can he get off to a fast start, or is he going to get off to a slow start and maybe sit a couple games? But I think there's your balance in scoring. It shouldn't really depend on a rookie right winger, but how well Kravtsov can balance that right side of Trocheck and Panarin, and how well they all gel, and what he can do on the power play. So that will certainly promote better 5-on-5 scoring and on the power play.
Similarly, it's like the Holtz situation in New Jersey.
Yeah, I'd be a little bit more confident with Holtz than I would with Kravtsov.
I feel like Kravtsov's got more experience. I feel like Kravtsov's got more game experience against professionals than Holtz does, though.
No, I think you're right against that, or in saying that, but I think Holtz is kind of going to give you that excited energy that maybe I don't think Kravtsov can bring.
Okay.
So, I mean, well, you could be dead on it, but it'd be interesting balance to see between the both of them.
It's just
this
funny
year.
that they're both relying on a rookie to
balance out their lines.
balance it all out. Yeah.
Yeah, but listen, this is why you draft these players, and you got to fit them in to see if
Got to give them the shot
if
sometime.
they
Yeah.
work. 100%. And this is the year that they do it. They open with Tampa on Tuesday, then back to back with Minnesota and Winnipeg on Thursday and Friday. They're always seems like they're always tough games. And then they're back home with Anaheim on Monday. And I'm going to be watching the game in probably right where I am right now in my hotel room in Charlotte. Let's go. Drop the puck. Can't
It's
wait
been
for it
really
tomorrow.
interesting to listen to the pundits on the Rangers this year. Half of them have them taking the next step forward. Half of them saying they can't be as good as they were last year.
I think they're better than they were last year.
I mean, you're supposed to be, right? You're supposed to
Well,
develop.
There's a caveat to that. I think they're better than they were last year pre-deadline. I don't know if they're as good as they were post-deadline, though.
I think the people that said they're going to regress, a lot of it deals with the fact that they didn't deal with much adversity last year.
Well, listen, it was kind of a fucking, well, other than that Panarin thing with Russia, that was 2 years ago. It was kind of a ho-hum in all the turmoil that the Islanders went through, all the turmoil that the Devils went through with COVID and all that battling.
Right.
Well, neither did Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh didn't go hardly through any of that shit. I don't know.
Okay,
Maybe Malkin's injury
I wasn't
the better
talking
part
about
of the year.
Pittsburgh though, Tom. I was talking about the Rangers.
No, I know, but I'm
Why do you have
comparing
to
them-
deflect?
I'm comparing them to the adversity maybe that the
But
Devils
you're
faced,
just
the
deflecting.
Islanders faced.
You're deflecting.
I'm not deflecting. I'm comparing. There's a big difference. I don't know what it is, but there is a big difference.
Okay.
No, and look, they didn't. They had a very ho-hum year, and I hope they have another fucking ho-hum year this year. That would be wonderful.
Yeah.
100%. All right, so we are going to move on to. We had an over/under thing come up from Steve. You brought that up. So we'll do you want to just deal with
Just our teams. Just our teams.
All righty. I had this up before. I don't know why I didn't open it before, but the Metropolitan Division. And this was from what, NHL.com?
Yeah.
I think this was part of Rosen's Dan Rosen's season predictions from NHL.com. So he has Carolina, Pittsburgh, Rangers, Washington, Islanders, Devils, Jackets, and Flyers all coming in. That's specific order on how they're going to finish during the season. So I'm going to give you the point total for each team. You give me over or under. Over or under. You want to start at the bottom? Or you want to start at the top?
Start at the top.
Start at the top. Carolina Hurricanes.
No, just our teams.
Oh, yeah,
Just our teams.
Just our teams.
Yeah.
I thought we were doing Metro. Sorry, even though I specifically said our teams before.
He's in a hotel room, ladies and gentlemen. He doesn't have his papers with him. Just give him some leeway this week.
Pittsburgh Penguins, number 2 in the Metro, projected point total of 101.5. Over under.
I think that is a pretty good over under actually. But I'm going to say under. I'm going to say slightly under.
Shocking.
103 points last season. It's basically the same team, another year older. I don't think there's any reason to see them getting quite that many. I think they're going to be on the cusp of a playoff run, which is usually 95, 97 points.
I really have to listen back to find out if you pick the over on anything. You
Well, I
always
picked
seem to
over
pick
on
the
some of
under.
those goal scorers.
He picked over on DeBrincat and Patrick Laine.
So 2.
There you go.
2 out of 10.
2 out of 10.
So 2 out of 11 that we have done so far over under. You have taken the under. Okay.
What are you trying to say?
Nothing.
He also thinks we should lower the age.
Right. So everything
Definitely
is under.
underage.
Everything is under. All right. Who wants to go next?
Well, Tom's team.
Well, no. So Billy's only picking for the Penguins. We can't
Yeah.
say.
No.
I mean,
Oh,
you can give your
yeah.
opinion. I don't give a
Yeah,
shit.
yeah,
I
I
want to
about it,
give
but you
my
can
opinion.
give your
Fuck
opinion.
that shit. I think it's going to be under. All right, not by. I think they're going to finish with 99 points. I don't think it's going to be that far off.
Okay.
I got them.
Nick?
I'm gonna go like slightly under, like a 102. I think it's gonna be really.
Nick. That would be.
That would be over
That would be over. It's
101.5. Nick.
101.5, buddy.
101. Sorry, I'm looking at last year's totals.
I'm going over. I think they're going to get 164.
What?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a hot season.
Just because who gives a shit about what I think?
Yeah.
That's a very good point.
Are they going to win all those games outright, or are they going to win like a
No, yeah, nothing's going to overtime.
overtime? Wow.
Nothing's going to shootout. Regulation, 82 regulation wins.
Wow. I like it.
Mario Lemieux is going to come out of retirement. Yager's going to come back from Czech.
I don't think any team has ever done that in the history of the NHL.
Olaf Samuelson's going to rejoin the team.
Sergei Gonchar is going to come and play the
Yeah.
point of the power play.
All of them.
Paul Coffey, maybe. I like a little Paul Coffey.
Well,
He's too
gonna
old,
be
Bill.
Gonchar and Coffee at the points. So
Too old.
all right.
Rangers,
Next,
99.5.
Rangers 99.5 points. Listen, I just have a flip flop of the Rangers and the Penguins. I'm taking the over on this one. I think they're going to finish with over 100 points again.
I'm taking the over.
Are you just saying that?
No, you check the tapes. Last week I picked them to win the cup. You think I'm going to pick them to win the cup and not pick them to get 100 points? Come
Oh.
on.
Oh,
Wait, Billy picked it to win the cup too?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh yeah.
everybody but Steve.
Everybody but me.
what'd you pick,
I
Steve?
can't pick the Rangers.
Colorado. I think they're going to
That's good.
repeat.
I had them.
went off
I
on
had
a
them
limb.
in the finals. I had them flip flop.
What do you say on the Rangers, Nick? Over?
90 points. Come on.
99,
It's 99.5.
99.5.
Am I not saying the number?
Who's
99.5.
whose list was this?
NHL.com.
They're
And we don't say-
ridiculous.
We don't say
Curtis.
we don't say
They didn't give us.
I'm sorry, that's
It's
a
all
bad
out, so
Super
it
Bowl
doesn't
odds
matter
at
what
all.
you say. I'm literally
That's a
cutting
bad,
all of this out.
That's a bad over under. How they having Rangers having less points than the Penguins doesn't make any sense to me. Rangers are basically.
I'm going with the over as well. I've got the Rangers at 154 points.
Oh, okay. All right.
They got to lose. If I got the Penguins at 164, they got to lose to the Penguins.
they got to lose 4
Is
games.
that the only team they're losing to is the Penguins?
And they're going to lose one to the Devils.
Wow.
Okay.
Okay. The next up is the New York Icelanders at 91.5 points.
I got us on the up over that because I think that's a. I think we're sneaking in. I think on the playoffs, so I'm got them in the high 90s in points, maybe 100. I don't know how. I think everyone hitting 100 points on the East last year, getting in.
Last year it was some ridiculous thing like that. Yeah.
Yeah, no, Washington had 100 points, and that was the lowest. So yeah, I think just high 90s or 100. I think that's
Okay.
where they have to get in.
And mine, the Devils number 89.5. Or does anybody else want to give their Islanders predictions?
Yes. I'm taking the
I'm going
under on
over.
the Islanders.
Under?
Ooh. After you
Okay,
give his
Tom.
team so much love.
Wow.
No.
Wow.
Listen, I have Columbus finishing as the fourth team in the
Wow.
in
Okay.
the Metro, and I have the Devils just missing it. So I have the over on the Devils, but I have the under on the Islanders.
Wow. 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 I got the over for the Islanders. They're going to be in the 130s. You know, they're going to lose a little bit more than the other two.
These
And
Mets
the
seasons.
Devils
Division's
number
incredible.
Yeah. Devils number 89.5. I can't believe I'm saying it, but I'm going with the over.
89.5 WSOU. I'm going over.
Woo, baby. Seton Hall, Pirate Radio.
Yeah, I think we're all taking the
go.
over on the Devils, even in his New York Jets jersey, sitting there, being totally optimistic about all of his teams, maybe
Except
the
for-
Mets. Maybe
for the
except the Mets. But oof.
92 to 94, I think is the target number for them. So, and like you said, 5 points out of the playoffs, somewhere close is what I'm thinking.
All right. Well, there you have it. There's our over under for our teams this year. All right. So now, okay. So now what you want to do something, we want to draft teams, right?
So we're gonna pause the
You go ahead
podcast
and
right
do
here
what you
because
do.
we got to pick the order. So I have everybody's name individually written on one sheet of paper, and I'm gonna throw them at the screen and pick this one. And the first pick in this team draft goes to. I dropped it again. Tom.
Ooh,
Boo.
you
The
always liked
second-
him best.
The second pick goes to Steve.
Oh,
Okay.
this is fixed. This is, come on.
The third
Batman.
pick goes to
The crickets.
Bill.
Bill. All right.
All right. Hey, so do we go through and just go through the same order, or is it like a fantasy draft where you go 1, 2, 3, 4, then 4, 3, 2,
Yeah.
1?
I'm always a fan of the snake draft, so that Tom goes
Yeah.
1 and 8. Yeah.
Yeah. That's the only fair
1
way
and
to do it.
8. What
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
fuck?
Yeah.
You don't get the first pick every round. That doesn't
Fuck
make any
yes.
sense.
What? That's
No.
the whole point of fucking picking
Oh my
first.
Next year, when you're the worst one from this
Yeah,
year,
really.
we'll let you pick first and then of every round.
Yeah. Yeah.
Nah.
All right. So
All
this
right.
year we're gonna pick teams and have a point total at the end of the year.
Right. So you're gonna pick
8 teams, right?
You're gonna pick 8 teams,
Yep.
and the total of your 8 teams, that's your score.
That's my score.
You're going by
Okay.
points, right? Point total.
Point
Correct.
total.
Point
All right.
total.
Point
Okay.
total.
I'll email the list after this to the 3 so you have it.
I'm writing it down too.
Steve is the secretary. He's marketing. He's a lot.
Okay.
But I mean, feel free if you want. I
All
always
right,
like to
Steve.
be double checked.
You got it. I'll send it to you anyway. All right, Tom. Kick us off with the first pick of the
With the first
inaugural.
pick in the inaugural team draft,
Okay.
Team Tom selects from the Central Division the Colorado Avalanche.
All right.
I went on a limb, and I think they're going to have the most points.
That's
this year.
crazy. I can't believe you did that.
Oof.
I'm going to pick the Florida Panthers.
Ooh.
Ah.
Okay. Interesting.
I am going to pick, with my third pick, the New York Rangers.
Good pick, Bill. Great pick. Solid.
Wait, do I have to
All right.
fucking root for them now? Oh.
Yeah.
I mean, you picked them to have a lot of success this year, so it seems like you already are rooting for them.
Break out your Messier jersey, buddy.
I get to get 2 picks in a row. I'm going to take, with my first pick,
Islanders.
the regular season champion every year, out first round in playoffs, Toronto Maple Leafs, because they're going to give me a lot of fucking points. And my second pick, who should it be? Ooh, some good choices. Let's go Carolina Hurricanes. Let's do it.
That was the obvious choice.
Yeah, that was a good one.
His hometown team, anyway.
So with my 6th pick, I'm going to take the Minnesota Wild.
Ooh.
Wow.
I like that.
I am going to stay in Florida and take Tampa Bay.
Wowzers. I am going to select give me the Calgary Flames.
Okay. And who else?
Oh, I have back to back.
That's how it works, Tom.
Oh, I love this. And give me let me give me the Ottawa Senators.
Ooh.
Optimistic.
Going out on a limb.
I am going to take the Oilers of Edmonton.
Oh shit,
Damn
they're
you.
still alive.
Damn
It'd be
you.
better if I could see a board.
If you have any questions, feel free to ask.
I am going to take, thank you, Crickets. I am going to take the Pittsburgh Penguins.
All right. Checking my picks and my things here, so I don't look like an idiot later. Hey, buddy. I can't take Charlie. He's not a player. He's not gonna work for me.
I mean, he's a
Your
player.
player?
He's
He's
your
a
son.
player. He's just not a team.
Sorry, Char. All right. I'm gonna take St. Louis Blues, 12 spot, and trying to win this, not just take my team. That's the problem.
I have a feeling like you could wait till it comes back around to you. They'll still be available.
Thanks, Bill. Steve, crickets, Tom. I'm gonna have to go with Boston Bruins.
And with my next pick, I'm going to take the Los Angeles Kings.
There you go.
I'm going to take the Dallas Stars.
I am going to take the Nashville Predators and
This is where the pickings turn slim.
Yeah.
give me the New Jersey Devils.
You dick.
Oof.
You're such a dick.
Wow.
Surprised you didn't take the Jets with your favorite player.
Never. He's way highly overrated.
I am going to go with Columbus Blue Jackets.
Good pick.
Give me them Vancouver Canucks.
Uber Canucks. All right. I will take I got a lot of East, don't I?
Yeah.
I'll take the Islanders, 20.
Okay.
Like it's that time. And then,
No end then.
Vegas Gold Knights. Let's do it.
What was the second team?
Vegas.
Gold
Oh,
Vegas.
Gotcha. Okay, God help me. I'm going to go with the Buffalo Sabres.
Wow.
Whoa.
Not bad.
Wow.
It could turn it around a bit, man. Cog Poso, new captain.
Oldest captain in the history of the NHL.
Great job.
Is that an actual? Is that a thing? Is that a stat? Is that true? How
I'm
old
pretty
is
sure
he?
Gordie Howe was like 72 and still
No,
captain,
I mean, being first named a captain.
first time captain. I don't know.
Yeah.
That's
That's
probably
something to look
older.
up. I'm
It's a
going to go
good
with the
check.
Winnipeg Jets.
Whoa, he's
Corey
overrated,
Connor.
Steve.
Lose a
That's right.
peg.
Has anybody picked the Capitals yet?
No.
Wow.
No.
Okay,
Shit.
I'm gonna take the Anaheim Mighty Ducks and the Washington Capitals.
That's who I was looking at, and then I totally got distracted. Damn it, Washington. Shit. How did I fuck that up? Son of a.
You didn't say it. That's how you,
Bitch on
that's how you
wheels.
fucked it up. Now was Slim Pickens, boys.
That was a fucking mistake. I'm gonna go San Jose.
Oh yeah,
I'll take the Detroit Red Wings.
yeah. I think they're gonna have a good
Okay.
season this year, Bill.
I want to take them. All right.
Fuck, that means I'm stuck with Arizona, isn't it?
Or Montreal.
Yeah, but I think Arizona's gonna be way worse.
They're all so bad though. All right. I'm taking the Seattle Kraken. They can't be as bad as they were last year, I'm hoping.
Would Bowie the mascot? Oh yeah, baby.
And for your final pick, Nick.
Gotta be the Blackhawks, I guess. The
Wow.
worst. You suck.
You think the Blackhawks would be better than Arizona, huh?
Well,
It's gonna be close.
Arizona's
Bill's
playing
final pick.
in a fucking college. Okay.
Oh,
They give no shits.
just for heritage reasons, I suppose, I'll go with the Montreal Canadiens.
Yeah.
Just so I can look my brother in the eye. I will take
No.
the Philadelphia Flyers.
No,
Fuck the Flyers.
They
Oh
should
my
have been
god, they were the
last ones to
second to
go.
last team. Holy
Oh.
shit. That's
Oh, I'm
how
so
highly we
disappointed
think
they
of the
weren't last.
Flyers on this fucking
I mean,
podcast.
Torts may kill a guy, or he may just be thrown out by like game 10. I
Fuck,
don't know.
I'm so mad that Washington. I fucking should have taken Washington instead of
I was
Winnipeg.
gonna take them, but I took Vegas because I looked at it. I've almost all Eastern teams. I'm like, I gotta take West.
You started the W when you,
I
you said
fucking-
Winnipeg, and I thought you were about to say Washington because
I thought to myself, he's not going to pick Winnipeg. So pick Washington first and then take Winnipeg on the wraparound.
I gotta tell you, I don't know if I would have picked Winnipeg.
No?
No.
See? Damn it. Fuck that up. Still, Washington going that late is kind of crazy. I don't know if we all just forgot or what, but
I don't like Washington. I didn't forget, but
Okay.
I'm gonna win this anyway because as you mentioned before, the Penguins are gonna have 164 points.
Yeah, that's true.
My third
Yeah.
pick.
Well, the
And-
Rangers are
and
going to
yeah.
have 154 points.
You're gonna have
Just needed
But-
those two.
between the two, you're gonna have over 300 points. Yeah,
That was fun. It's certainly going to keep us interested.
that'll be interesting.
Uh,
Yeah, I'll let Nick do a spreadsheet. He could update it every week and send it out.
And do we
Color
want to
code
tell
it.
our fans
this
what the
this
bet
is now an agenda item. Every week, this will be updated.
Yeah, we just got to check in just real quick.
Oh yeah.
I'll put in Google Sheets. I'll share with you guys, and we'll
Can't wait.
we'll
Oh,
update the
thank
week to week.
Thank God for Google Sheets.
But don't get distracted, Nick, because you know what time it is, don't you? It's time for trivia with Bill.
Now this is the wrong bell.
Yeah.
I was about to say that was a little upbeat.
It's trivia with the crickets. So I mentioned before to you guys off the air that this is gonna be really easy. It's gonna be really super easy. I actually checked the answer to make sure it wasn't like a trick question.
Can't wait.
Really,
I love
really
when it's-
easy. Okay.
The key to a tight 45 is just a real quick trivia segment.
That's what's gonna happen today. I feel it. Which NHL team's fans rioted in 1957 after their star player, Maurice Richard, was suspended for the remainder of the season for striking an official?
I remember that.
I think the
remember
keeper is
that.
Maurice Richard.
No, I remember that. I was there.
57, you were negative 20
No,
years old.
I took my time machine and went back. It was the Quebec Nordiques.
I wish I had a time machine.
No, the Quebec Nordiques were in a team in 1957 in the NHL.
So stupid.
Oh, that's right. There was only 7. Oh, fuck.
The Seattle Kraken.
No, the Kraken are like brand new. This is 1957.
Oh, it was duh. It
Oh.
was a popular town back then, the Vegas Golden
Was-
Knights.
Oh yeah, that's a good one.
No,
Yeah, Thanks.
no,
Nick.
no, Vegas, no.
Was it the Edison Crickets?
That's my favorite team.
They're hanging out. They're trying.
Is it the LA Seals?
No,
No.
they were in Oakland, Steve. They were in Oakland.
Oh, Oakland Seals.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Oh, the original 7, Kansas City Scouts.
No, Maurice Richard did not play for the Kansas City Scouts.
Of course, everybody knows this. I have his jersey.
No,
Oh, so it was you have his jersey? So it was the Houston Arrows.
no. That's not even an NHL team. Minor league team.
I
No,
thought it was back then, though.
no,
57.
no.
Was he part of Murderers Row? Did he play for the Yankees?
No, that would have
It
been
was
in the 20s, Steve.
1927,
That was the 20s.
and that was a baseball team, not a hockey
Still
team.
is.
All right, I'm
Still
going to
is.
pick another original 7 team, and the Toronto Maple Leafs.
You know, it's not the Toronto Maple Leafs, but you keep saying original 7. It's not original 7. It's originals. How would you have?
What are you
17?
talking about? Of course, it was. Everybody knows this,
Just
Bill.
somebody was off
Yeah,
every
come on.
week. It was a rotating
My
schedule.
God, what's
I mean, it's
wrong with
one
you?
thing to have an odd number of teams when there's like more than 30, but like if you have 7,
No, the first place team had a bye in the playoffs, Bill. Where do you think they got it from?
I'm gonna say
I don't care about their sexual preference whatsoever.
It was San Jose Sharks.
It was not the San Jose Sharks. That was an expansion team. Came in the 90s, I think. No,
All right,
Was
another
it
original
the-
7 team, the
The
Detroit
Hartford
Red Wings.
Whalers.
it was not the Hartford Whalers who were a WHA team and didn't come till later. There is no original 7. It was original 6. It was not Detroit. You've named, I guess, Detroit and Toronto as actual original 6 teams. I think it was one of the original 6 teams since they were playing in 1957. So yeah, keep going with that theme until you nail this.
The Boston Bruins.
Ah, that's
No,
another
that's
original
not the
7.
Bruins.
The New York. Oh, that's the New York Rangers. Of
Yeah.
course.
Not the New York Rangers. You're down to 2 original.
Another
And
original
then we know
17.
who it is. We know there's only a couple more original 7s.
6, original 6.
The Chicago Blackhawks.
It's not
Chicago.
Chicago. There's
Oh no!
it's not Chicago.
Thinking, you're not thinking
Chicago.
properly, Steve.
Oh,
Huh.
is it the New Jersey Rock and Rollers?
That was an original 6 roller hockey team, but no.
Oh, Come on, you didn't specify.
How
It's
about
really
the
close.
Montreal Maroons? Huh?
What the Maroons?
That's right. The original 7, baby.
Thought that was
Woohoo!
What a Maroon.
I thought that was a team on Bugs Bunny. Yeah, I didn't think that was a real team.
You had the. I think you were like almost.
What? They were Canadian.
Did Niagara Falls ever have a team? I feel like they would have had a team in the original 7.
Yeah, no.
Only when it froze over. That's the only time they can have a team.
Cheerleader for them, but but no.
Yeah, the Montreal Maroons were Canadians.
What,
Yeah.
what are you
I mean,
dancing around? Could you just say the
technically.
answer? Do you want the multiple choice?
I think we're gonna have to at this point. We've guessed all the original 7.
I can't. I always think we're really gonna do this so quickly. Okay, A, the Boston Bruins,
No, we said that.
No, you saw they told us no.
the Montreal Canadiens.
That's not a real team.
No, it's not. It's the Maroons.
It's not a- C, the Tampa Bay Lightning, or D,
Oh,
the Toronto Maple Leafs.
Could be Tampa
Fucking,
Bay.
how did we miss the Lightning?
Could be Tampa
Unbelievable.
Bay.
Yes.
Because it's not the Lightning.
That whole connection with Esposito and yeah, it
Oh
could be.
yeah.
No, Esposito. Phil
No,
Esposito
and
doesn't
listen-
play for Tampa.
No, Billy, you said it. It was Brad Richards who got thrown out for hitting the fucking official.
No, it was Maurice Richard, not Richard.
Oh yeah, that's how he says his last
That's
name.
in English. It's
Yeah,
Brad
Maurice
Richards.
how
Richard.
you say Brad?
Yeah,
No, of course.
Still
Everybody
it's the
knows
English
that.
translation.
Yeah. Duh.
We don't have to be like, we're not francophones or anything.
Oh,
Nick, you got a guess?
oh man.
I have.
Great. Now Steve has to bleep this
Why?
because
Oh.
Billy said. Now I said. Jesus Christ.
Oh,
Oh god. All right. I got a power play for you guys tonight.
Wait.
Excuse me,
still
we're not done with Billy's
this.
segment yet. Nobody fucking introduced your segment yet. You gotta
asked-
answer the question right.
I thought you asked me if I had a guest tonight.
No.
Did you ask me?
This motherfucker.
What did you ask me?
Were you working on the spreadsheet and that's why you weren't listening?
Oh, a guess? No, I guess.
Yes.
Oh, guess. Oh, fucking Montreal Canadiens. Let's go.
there you
Get this
go.
shit over with.
Jesus, he puts us out of our misery. Thank you.
Ugh. Picking up the
And
carcass on the
now
fucking-
it's time for impressions with Nick.
fucking great.
Ladies and gentlemen, the wheels have officially fallen off.
All right, fellas, it's the 20 questions power play.
Wait, do you need me to play
Ooh.
the fucking music again? Because I can't.
You can't do it tonight.
I'm not in a position to do all this.
You just have to think of it in your mind. I'll go with the rules really quick one time, and we'll get right into it. All right.
Okay. Tight 45,
Okay.
guys.
All right. As you guys remember, rules are simple. The group has 2 minutes to guess a famous player, coach, front office, or any famous person associated to one of the 4 friends and rivals' favorite teams. The group can ask up to 20 questions in rapid fire, while our host Nick likely fails horribly at answering and keeping track of all the questions asked. Answers will only come in the form of yes or no. The group will have to make a final guess once they hit 20 questions, or the power play is expired. If the group is successful, they win the week and avoid shame for unable to win at a children's game. And
I just need to say one thing. The show prep on this segment now
Stellar.
is superior to any other segment now.
Stellar.
Well done
Hey.
on the whole.
Now
scripting,
I
everything
take
is great.
offense to that because I have been doing show prep for my segment for the last 20 years.
that's true. That's true.
All right. And I have
Uh,
one request from the show host.
You just wait.
When the just show us the time left on the power play. So make sure you
All right.
hold that
I
count.
will-
Yeah. Yeah.
It's gonna be
please.
backwards, but I'll put it
Good
up.
enough.
All right. You guys
Are
ready?
Then
we ready?
Are we counting upwards?
Yes.
No, it's backwards on the fucking.
It'll be counting up. Yes. So when it
It's
gets
going
to
up.
2 minutes,
2
the power
minutes.
play is over.
I think we're smart enough to figure this out.
You're not that smart.
Although we didn't get much.
And it's not backwards, just for the record, because the
The
camera
original
inverts
7,
it.
Billy. The original
And
7.
away we go.
Is this person associated with the New York Islanders?
Yes.
Is it Brian Trottier?
Tom?
Is
you
he
wasted
white?
Bill.
Yes.
So just waste the picks.
Was
Is
he a
it
goaltender?
No.
Is he a current player?
No.
Is he a defenseman?
Yes.
Does he suck?
No.
Wasn't Dennis Potvin?
No.
Oh wait!
Did he
damn it.
recently retire? Oh, I think we.
If you have to check, you have to stop
No.
the clock.
No.
Okay.
50 seconds. Gone.
Does he have one eye?
No.
Is
Boy,
it Rich
wasn't it-
Pilon?
No.
Oh,
Islander defenseman. Holy cow! I don't know many Islander defensemen.
yeah, the Islanders. Zarly
Ask
Zalapsky.
ask
Did he
other
play for the
questions.
Islanders?
Did he
Ask other
play
questions.
for any other NHL team during his career?
Yes.
That doesn't help.
Oh, is it
Would you
Devin
like a help?
Taves?
Would you like a hint?
Is
Did
it
he
Devin
play during the
Taves?
90s?
No.
Damn it!
Yes.
Did he play for any other ones of our teams?
No.
Oh,
5 left. 30 seconds. Would you like a hint?
Yes.
He assisted on Wayne Gretzky's 1,000th goal.
Mark,
Tom.
Point, not goal. Point.
1,000 point. That was with the Kings against the Oilers. So he was a king.
Marty McSorley? Is it Marty McSorley?
It was a
No.
king.
5 seconds.
I think he had 1,000 points with the Oilers.
No, he was a king.
All right, last guess.
1,000 points? No, he has 1,000 points with
Oh,
the
1,000 points to the Oilers. Oh, crap.
Oilers. Boy. Oh, well.
We get one last guess. Make it a good one.
Somebody that played for the Oilers that ended up a defenseman on the Islanders. I'm out. I don't know.
It's not Kevin Lowe.
Who could have played? It had to be someone recently that he retired because Nick was thinking about it if he retired recently or not.
Yeah, this is a weird. The name that keeps coming to my mind is Charlie Huddy, but I don't
Is it
think
Charlie
was.
Huddy?
I don't think. Yeah, it definitely wasn't.
All right. Alexei Zhitnik. It was okay. So the
Alexei
thing-
Shitnik assisted on
It says
Gretzky's
he-
1,000th point.
1,000th goal. It says 1,000th goal, and I'm guessing that means combined with other goals. I don't know why it came up.
That was the
now I'm looking at it.
shittiest fucking clue ever.
I thought he said 1,000th point. That's
I thought you said 1,000th point.
I did, but I said goal first, and I was like, that doesn't sound right.
Right,
It
then
came
you
out
said
now.
point.
Yeah, I just changed it really quick on the fly. A goal, I guess, from his 1,000th goal. It wasn't matter. You weren't gonna get it anyway.
You want to
Alexei
brag about the
Zhitnik,
show
no.
prep, Tom? You want to brag about the show prep now?
I read it from the
No,
Wikipedia side I'm
no,
looking at, so
don't.
I don't know what to tell you. All right, let me say this. All right, Wayne Gretzky goals.
I take it back.
Steve's gonna be a baby about
I
it.
take it all back.
He assisted on Wayne Gretzky's 1,000th point goal unit. He was on the ice. He played hockey in the same arena as Wayne Gretzky once.
I don't like it, Steven. Well, it must have been his 1,000th goal total, but with like his WHA.
With the
goal or
WHA
something.
and yeah.
I guess I don't know. It said goals, and I'm like, that doesn't sound right because he only had, Oh wait, let's
894.
see.
892.
Yeah, well, it says 20 years. In his 20 years, he had. Oh, it must have been his plus his goals in the what's it called?
In the
Playoffs.
Yeah.
Because he had 14. No, 894. That's not right. I don't know. I don't know why it says that in his Wikipedia entry for that.
Are you using Bill's trivia book too?
No, but anyway, you guys didn't get that one. I guess that was a little
Friends
hard.
and Rivals, the stat book.
I thought you asked like a nationality or something like.
Oh, yeah, that would have been smart.
Nick, we are not that smart.
That would have been really smart.
Did he play
You know what we
did he
should
win a
have
gold
asked?
medal? Did he win
We should have
anything?
asked if his name was Alexei Shitnik.
I
His
think
name
at one
started
point I
with
said
Alexis.
Zarly Zalapsky, so I was close with a Z.
You
Yeah.
were
Yeah, you're
That's
actually
it.
close.
close.
All right. Well, we'll try an easier player or person.
Please do.
next time.
Please.
Please
He
do.
played Alexi played 1,000 games in NHL.
How about
so
remember who you're asking questions to?
I mean, I know. This was a hard one because it was an Islander and you guys don't care about Islanders. I understand.
This is all true.
Yeah.
Oh, but do you know why I picked him? That's an important question.
No.
It's his birthday.
Aw. Happy birthday, Alexei Shitnik, wherever you are.
Alexei Shitnik.
I hope you're not getting drafted to fight the Ukrainian war.
And so,
Oh
I
my
feel like that's a
God.
better.
What?
Oh,
Yeah.
good.
They're,
It could be,
they're all
actually.
getting drafted.
My goodness. All right, let's go
50
to this
today.
date and Steve's stomach.
Oh, that feels better.
This is going to bring us to the year of our Lord, 2013.
13. I thought you said 19.
2013. Or no, 2019. Sorry, 2019. What did I say? 13? My bad. I was looking at the date, October 23rd. I was looking
Ladies
for
and
the-
gentlemen,
my
just to
bad.
remind you, Tom's in a hotel room, so please give him some slack.
Cut me some
Original
slack, please.
13. Come on.
What's the date?
October 23rd, 2019.
Oh, fairly, almost an anniversary of sorts.
Well, I'm not sure you want this anniversary, but sure.
October 23rd, 2019 was a Wednesday. We started the day with a package of Belvita crackers and a can of Coca-Cola Zero. Lunch was a chicken sub with fresh mozzarella, pepperoni, and mayonnaise with a 20-ounce Coca-Cola Zero. And dinner was a ravioli with a Coke Zero can and half of a candied apple.
A single ravioli?
What? No,
You said
ravioli. Like a plate of
A single?
ravioli, Nick. The
Just
plural
one
for
ravioli.
ravioli is
He's-
ravioli.
Who
Everybody
Who
Who
knows
says
says
that.
I had
bigger?
a ravioli?
Just one ravioli. By the way, this segment of Steve's Stomach is brought to you by Coca-Cola Zero Sugar.
Round here, we're saving calories. Round here, we all look so lean. Round here, we enjoy Coke Zero, but sacrifice flavor, no. Round here, Coke Zero's the way to go. Why, Tom, did you pick October 23rd?
I know why, actually.
Ooh,
That was Casey's 12th birthday. And so I'm sure we were just celebrating that it was my son Casey's 12th birthday.
so it's got to be something wholesome.
Unless Casey was in St. Petersburg, Florida, man, or St. Petersburg,
St.
Florida,
Petersburg, Florida,
to see
man.
this Florida man, Cody Meter, 20 years old. He was arrested after being caught having sex with a stuffed animal inside a Target. Witnesses told police they saw Cody take a large Olaf from Frozen off the shelf at the St. Petersburg location and began to dry hump the toy. The police
Quit.
claimed Meter ejaculated on the Olaf doll and put it back on the shelf before he selected a large unicorn stuffed animal and began to have sex with that object as well.
Wait,
Meter was taken
right
into
after he
custody.
finished?
Apparently, again, the stamina on these people are
Wow.
off the charts. Off the charts.
Oh, he was 20.
Not even on my best day.
He was 20.
Well, he was Meter was taken into custody while in the store and admitted to doing stupid stuff. Yeah, that certainly is stupid stuff. He was arrested and charged with a criminal mischief. The Olaf and unicorn stuffed animals were removed from the store and destroyed.
And then auctioned off. for
Bullshit.
charity.
They put them on clearance.
And that's what happened October 23rd, 2019. No, I'm going to shut up now. I said it.
You have to.
Oh, I have to.
End
finish
the
Thank you
show.
for listening
Oh,
to the Friends and
shit.
Rivals
Are we
podcast.
done?
Be sure
We're
to
done?
check us
Oh,
out
yeah.
on Twitter.
Oh yeah, the number 223rd American podcast. Let me see.
223rd. And anytime you bring that up to somebody, they always say, out of how many? People,
Out of 223.
just imagine how many podcasts there are out there in the world. Every Tom, Dick, and Harry has a podcast.
Well, it's actually Tom, Steve, Bill, and Nick.
Okay, terrific.
Whack whack. Nope, nobody.
Please, Bill, unmute so we can hear the crickets.
Nope, nobody left us a review.
Okay.
God damn it. All right, don't forget to follow us on the Twitter at friends_rivals, on the Facebook Friends and Rivals podcast. Go to our YouTube channel because God damn it, we have one. And listen to our podcast there. If you can't download it from a
Subscribe.
podcast app, click subscribe and share. Do all that stuff. On the Apple podcast, go give us a review. We will read it on the air if you want us to. Click on notifications so you never miss an episode of the Friends and Rivals podcast. Billy, go ahead and say something witty.
I'm not going to put that pressure on myself today. I'm going to let the cricket do it.
We can't hear the cricket, Bill.
For a change, there's no crickets.
There's,
Stop
there's no
talking.
fucking cricket. Jesus
Oh,
Christ!
man.
You
son.
should have been doing the podcast like this the whole night because we
Oh
didn't
my
hear any
God,
crickets.
we can't hear the cricket now.
The cricket's still
Oh, we
going.
can hear it now.
Now?
Ah,
Barely.
just shut. Just sing us out, please. Jesus Christ.
Oh, my